What's up, beautiful people? In today's episode, in our HTML course, we are back on new HTML tags. In this episode, we are going to cover audio and video tags. Will be easy because there is not a big trouble or there's not a big mystery how to handle these sources. Maybe you have to know some attributes that maybe it could be useful depending on the context. So let's see what have you right there. So let me see, first of all, start the live server and see some or watch some example. So in this particular case, we don't have yet the resource, and maybe the idea is have at least one audio and one video to practice or to perform this lesson. So please, I don't know, download a YouTube video, take a photo. Doesn't matter. Well, take a photo. No, that doesn't work. Record a 5 seconds video in your cell phone, or maybe download a very short fragment of a song and continue with the lesson. Once we are already done with the resource, we can continue. So what we have just right there, we have some audio tracks. This track is from a random resource, maybe about video. I select my own videos, maybe for copyright problems. And in the audio section, I just pick up a random YouTube video and convert into an MP3. And I hope I don't. I hope don't bother anyone for maybe copyright reason or something like that. But it's only for a few seconds. So the most basic audio control is just this right there that we can use with controls, and this is how it works. Well, we in all episodes we use different formats, but in the OGG I don't use it, but it's just for make clear that you can use different kind of audio or video formats. It's not necessary use MP3 or MP4 or MKB or whatever. Or well, most of the video extensions are allowed, so don't worry about that. And in this particular case, in the first example, we see that we have to use an audio tag to, or well, after to use the source tag. The source tag is used also in audio and video. So remember that the only change is that in audio you are going to use the audio HTML tag, and in video you are going to use the video tag. But be careful because each audio and video tag has different attributes that we are going to cover in this episode. So let's see, the most basic is just controls. Controls allows the user just write that control the, maybe when you want move in the track line, stop, well, start and stop, control the volume, and maybe in this section control the playback speed, and maybe if you want to download the resource. So that's control. The other one that maybe you won't notice is the audio with loop, that you already know that because you see we have an extra attribute that is loop, and it just only work that once the video ends, just repeat the track again. I'm going to mute this or in a very lower volume, and maybe you have patience a little more. Okay, I just cut off the video, and as you can see, once the audio ends, it starts again. Well, I don't know if it ends 100% sure, but as you can see, it starts automatically. And the last one that maybe is just funny because it's an audio without controls. It's just autoplay. But this is interesting because this doesn't have support anymore, because this is not correct. It's not maybe a semantic incorrect practice, but it's just incorrect user experience practice, because maybe in the past people should think, oh, it will be cool if I give, well, people the experience that, I don't know, listen some music meanwhile they're reading or using my web page, but just right now is not recommend at all. And maybe I think is well, is because we can use the autoplay anymore, because it's just, as you can see, we don't have controls, because if you don't put controls in the audio tag, you can use the controls. And if you see autoplay, well, this is not work anywhere anymore. And yeah, if you take a pause just right there, you can see what is the reason, because we can use autoplay more. And we can pass to video, because it's not that there is not a big deal. I already know that it's just audio, use controls and loop. Maybe there are a lot of other kind of attributes that you can see in the future for your own, so don't worry. And in the video, maybe we can use also control, you can use autoplay, maybe you can mute. If you ask why you can use mute in audio, is maybe because if you can use, or maybe use in the first hand, maybe to start by default. Okay, what is the, I don't know what is the audio. Okay, the autoplay is working. I don't know why, but maybe you can listen. But I am listening, and it's a bit. Okay, you can listen, because I don't have volume about on my desktop. But yeah, it's just working. But it's something that I don't recommend more. Yeah, as you can see, I reload the page and it's working, but I don't recommend this anymore. So, as you can see, we can also use mute in the audio. That maybe doesn't make sense because why you can put by default mute is just an audio. And maybe in the video is more common, because it's normal that, hey, you maybe want to watch the video but without sound. But the basic is just right there. Maybe you can modify the width and the height and use controls. It's just like that. In this case, it's just a random video with a lot of noise. I don't know. This is a random video I recorded in the past. Maybe testing my microphone, and is listen a lot of noise. The second one is play the video. Maybe I don't remember. Yeah, this video starts automatically because we are using autoplay just right there, and also is a start mute. Maybe this is a bit recommend because you are not be annoying, or your page is not being annoying with the user, because yeah, you are autoplaying the video but without sound, so it's not a lot of it's something that it won't disturb the users. And the other one, this the video with loops. This is not a big deal. It just maybe okay. This is one of the last episode, but if we reach the end of the video, if we mute it and wait for a few seconds, you can see that the video will be repeat once again, and automatically. It's not just pause, it's just start again, and that's all. It's not a big deal, I already said. And the last one is use video with a poster image, because something similar that on YouTube thumbnail video, but I don't have an image just right there. So give me a second, look for an image. Just a bit reminder that you can also use a URL. It's just not the physical image in your computer. So I just look for a random image, and as you can see, we are using the portrait of the video is this. But if once I start the video, is something so nosy that, as you can see, that is different. Is not There is not elephant in the video content because it's just the portrait. So I hope this video was helpful. Remember, this resource is good to know how to use correctly and know the basic attributes like autoplay, mute, controls, and more. So I hope you can keep in this series, and in the future we can continue with CSS and JavaScript. But at least you don't think this, you don't think this. But we have a lot of more HTML context, or much more HTML content. So I hope you watch all these videos. I hope these videos will helpful for you. So let's see you in the next time. Bye bye.